Hi, my name is Kai Michelson. Welcome to Life in the Fast Lane. We're at Wendover, Utah, and we're actually out in the Bonneville Salt Flats. For over 50 years, there have been racers that have come out here from all over the world to set land speed records. This is no different. We have over 300 cars and motorcycles out here. There'll be motorcycles running over 200 miles an hour, cars running over 300 miles an hour. If you have a need for speed, you'll enjoy this show. Sit back and watch Life in the Fast Lane.
Hi, I'm Steve DiMartino from Lexington, Kentucky. We built this brand new car. We started out in November and went to the junkyard and bought a Honda S2000 package with the transmission, the computer, the ignition switch, the gas tank, just everything we would need, including the wiring harness. They disassembled everything nice for us. We bought a book and figured out that this was going to be the engine for this G-Gas Lakester. We started out by building the tubes the same shape as the tank on a big table, and then laid them in there and put 2 bars down in the bottom and started adding the shape of the tank, the skeleton of the frame. Then we set the engine and Tranny and me in there to figure out where they would have to go. And we talked to Joe Tinmey and got a quick change rear of Winters, small one, and Dan made a drive shaft out of the original drive shaft and just a regular U-joint type coupling. We had a few things go wrong during the building. We changed front ends twice and actually added 4 inches to the car at one time, right towards the end. And this is our first trip here. And we've made, I guess, 6 passes now. And we're on a long course, going for the 200-mile-an-hour club.
And what's your top speed right now?
184.
184.
We still got 1,000 RPMs to go.
And with a stock motor.
Stock motor.
And what's the weight of this vehicle?
About 1,600 with me in it. We wanted it heavier, but we couldn't get the weight anywhere.
And I noticed you used an aircraft type wing tank?
Yeah, it's from a B-57 Canberra.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been wandering around. This is a pretty cool looking car. You did the workmanship is great.
Thanks. We had a good team.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name's Ron Jolliffe. I live in Haley, Idaho, and I've been racing cars one type or another for 45 years, since I was 15. And we're racing this car. It's a A Street Roadster, double A Street Roadster here at Bonneville. And we hold the record in the double A Street Roadster class at 238.568 miles per hour. And we're going to go faster than that in about a half hour.
This is a pretty cool looking hot rod.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, how many cubic inches is it?
503.
And what's the weight?
Car weighs 4,000 pounds with me in it, and it's got about 800 pounds of lead ballast and a real heavy frame. Help get some traction. I see that we're getting pushed up here, so we're going to have to...
go get them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Randy Travis. My father's Jim Travis. We acquired this car in '99. This car was built by Bill Burke in 1960. It had a Ford Falcon 6-cylinder. built by Bill Strop. It went 205 mile an hour, got Bill Burke in the club. Bill Strop took his motor, Mickey Thompson put his motor in with a Pontiac Tempest 4-cylinder. Bill Burke went 260 miles an hour in 1961. Bill sold the car to Mickey. Mickey changed the fiberglass body to an aluminum body, and the car hasn't run in 30 years. We acquired the car from Danny Thompson in 1999. My dad stretched the frame to accommodate a couple of different motors. Right now we're running an Arden flathead. In 99 we had a Jimmy 6-cylinder, and the car first run went 225, and then we backed that record up with a 217 mile per hour. Now we got Danny Thompson driving the car. Danny Thompson came in here on Saturday chasing a record by the Redhead at 220 mile an hour. Danny went 227 miles an hour. He came back on Sunday. Danny went 240 mile an hour. So we got Danny Thompson in the club, the 200 mile an hour club, at 234 mile an hour. And then for the last 2 days I've taken 4 runs. I've managed to get 4 licenses. I now have my A license at 200 mile an hour. I'm going to send the car back to Danny. He's going to see if we can go faster than we did on Sunday. And I'll come back on next year on gasoline and try to go for a 215 record.
Wow, I'll tell you, talk about a warrior. This car has been around, and you know, I've been reading hot rod magazines for many, many years, and they all bring back memories, every single one of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out here in the Salt that remember this car from 1960.
Oh yeah, I've got.
And they
photos
come
of it.
back and they ask, hey, is this the old Pumpkin Seed? The Pumpkin Seed was the nickname it had back then. And so when you tell somebody the Pumpkin Seed, they recognize the name, they remember the car from when they were here and the car ran, and people are just really excited about it. They like this car a little bit better because we've stretched it 2.5 feet in the middle, and they seem to think it's got a little sleeker look to it. This nice aluminum body that Mickey had made by Willie Sutton out of Hollywood, it's a beautiful shape, and the car handles beautifully. It runs straight, smooth, and with less wind resistance, it should go fast.
Well, we're going to be watching this run. Good luck. Hey, great job.
Thank you very much.
Nice car. Thanks. All right, we got Ed Eskandarian out. How many years you been coming out here, Ed?
Well, I came in the early days for about 15 or 20 years, and I stopped for almost 20 years, and everything's changed a lot now. I'm surprised at all the big new hotels, and I can't believe it. But anyway, it is good to be here again, and the Salt is really wonderful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Hard as a rock, yeah.
So, is there ever going to be a day where you're going to jump in another one of those cars out here?
No, I'm a little afraid of that now. I had the measles when I was a kid, and I was shut in for a week or two.
Yeah.
And I thought, boy, I'll never want to drive any circle track car where you turn over. So I did try a little bit of straightaway stuff at the lakes, but I made sure it was pretty safe because I can't take that hospital, in the bed in the hospital, you know.
I know the feeling. Well, I'll tell you what, you built a darn good camshaft anyways.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Nice seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Take care
Thank you.
now.
Bye.
Is that the quarter?
In the middle mile, 229.143.
It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. 245 maybe. 86.
You stopped at the right place.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
What was the speed?
In the fifth mile was
Vehicle 80.
in the fifth mile it was 244.629. And the terminal speed was 251.019.
Yes! I'll take it.
All right.
That's all I wanted to do was to crack the 250 mile an hour barrier. Put the canopy in the back. Let him get in and I'll get in the car.
Look how crusty the salt is out here, Joe.
Nice run. Thank you.
Great run.
Faster would have been better. Is there such a thing as too fast, though?
Yeah. Those jet cars are too fast. 760 is
Yeah, we were out there
fast.
when those guys were running, man.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That has to be a good ride.
That's a good ride. We need to put one set lower gear in it. It won't quite pull. It was
In other
pulling.
words, if we put a set 14 in it,
Set 14 it probably meant. We have to have Don figure out the percentage change. But it was turning like 5,300 going through the 5. You know, where we could be pulling another 1,000 RPM and we'd pick up, I don't know what it'd pick up another 20 mile an hour, I think, if we could get it up there.
It virtually is two engines. Just cast the block all together. No, it's two separate cars.
Interstate Wood Product. Don Lemon, Ray Height.
Tricia Kistner, and I'm here at the Bonneville Salt Flats with my 355 Lakester. It's an A engine blown gas, and today I just went 309.920 miles per hour on the exit. The car and the team are based in Fairmont, West Virginia, with the exception of 2 people from the San Jose area, and I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia. I met Joe Law, who is the owner of the car. I met him through ISR, the Institute for Scientific Research, and about 1.5 years ago he asked me if I would like to drive his car. So I got to come out here, and I flew out with his wife Suzanne, and here we are. The cockpit of the car, it's powered by a 493 cubic inch Pontiac. It runs on blown gas, and it weighs about somewhere around 3,500 pounds.
And what does it feel to go 300 miles an hour? That's what we want to know.
It's extremely exhilarating.
Things happen real quick.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the wheels are slipping at all or anything like that?
I didn't really notice much slipping at all this time. The wing back here really, it plants the rear end. The faster you go, it'll plant the rear end a little bit further down. So it's a very, very stable car.
And the salt looks really good condition this too.
Yes, yes, this was the best run so far.
Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolute beautiful car you got here. Tell us a little bit about it.
We started on it February 11th, and we finished it last Friday. It's a 29 Ford all-steel roadster. Has a 304-inch small block Chevrolet motor in it, Doug Nash 5-speed, and so far we've done 168 miles an hour.
You know, it's a show car on top of it. It's a beautiful car. And this is the driver here, right?
Yeah.
And your name is?
My name's Dominic Granada.
And how many years you been coming out here?
This is my second year driving up here.
So you're kind of a newbie out here a little bit, huh?
Yeah, you can say that.
And so you have the need for speed. Have you getting it today?
Yeah, I'm getting my fill today. I'd like to go a little faster. I think the car has the potential. Give it another ride and see what happens.
All right, good luck. And over here we got an, well, I'm not going to say an old timer, but how many years you been coming out here?
This is my 49th year.
49 years out here.
Yes. And I did all the bodywork and paintwork on it. That's what I do. I don't know anything about the engines, but the bodywork I know something about it.
Well, it's a masterpiece, the body is, that's for sure.
I worked on Charlie Markley's car, Bonesy's car, Bonesy Markley, and Bob Herta years and years ago, and I just enjoy it. This is my life up here.
This is your life. It's almost like a disease.
It's a disease, I'll tell you.
It's not, I know it's not curable.
No, it's not.
Where are you from?
Cary, Illinois.
Oh, you're from out in the East Coast.
Midwest.
Midwest. I'm from the Midwest too. I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, we're about 400 miles south of you.
So what are you doing out here?
Trying to run 153 miles an hour in a street rod Ardent engine car.
And that makes it a lot different. A little ardent. Yeah. Boy, they're getting rare.
That they are.
And how long have you been operating vehicles with the Ardents in them?
This is only my second year out here.
Oh, really?
We blew an engine last year and we rebuilt it and we're back out at it again.
And how many years have you been coming out here?
Oh, I've been coming out about 10 years.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the bug, huh?
Got the bug, got the bug.
Okay. Hey, tell us a little bit about this car. What does it weigh? And
it weighs about 1950. It's running a 325 Curry rear end 9-inch. We're running a C4 modified transmission and putting out about 325 horsepower, and it's aspirated. It's on a carburetor.
Yeah, you know, I like the sound of Ardents. There's no sound like an Ardent motor. It's just got a weird sound, a different kind of sound.
Yep, totally unique. Totally unique.
All right, hey, we'll watch for your run.
Okay.
And good luck out there.
Thanks a lot. Nice talking to you.
Okay, this is Buddy here at Speed Week in Bonneville. This is the only place to be in August in the U.S. is come to Bonneville Speed Week. We've broken about 70-some world records so far this meet. We're averaging about 150 cars per day on the 7-mile course, 190 per day on the short-mile course. We've got teams that have come from 7 different countries that come here, some for the first time. Everyone that comes here from Europe or Australia, New Zealand, Japan, they're fascinated with what the U.S. has here. This is a national treasure. We have over 420 entries this year from all over North America. Far away as Maine, the South, the Northwest, everybody comes to Bonneville. It's a tremendous sport. It takes 150 volunteers to put this on. And this team of 150 work absolutely in harmony with each other. We couldn't put it on without the cooperation effort of these people. That's why it is so successful. So we encourage anybody to come to Bonneville at least once in your life and come see this national treasure.
Ralph Lindy, Cuchillo, New Mexico. The car is a F100 belly tank from the Vietnam Super Sabre tank, and the motor is a ZX9 Kawasaki, a 2000 ZX9, and we should run 230 if we can get it to work. The record is 221, and so we should be able to go 230.
And What's the wheelbase on this car?
134.
And what does it weigh?
1,000 pound, well, 1020 maybe, 1030, dry. Yeah, dry weight, about 1030.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's unique. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great looking piece.
Thank you.
Any ideas how you're going to paint it yet, or?
Satin black.
A satin black, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Have you come up with a name with it yet?
No.
No name.
No, it might become a dangler number 7.5 or something. My old drag racing stuff were all danglers.
Well, danglers, huh?
Yeah, we never knew why, but that's what they were.
Yeah, I'm an old drag racer myself. Well, I tell you what, you got a neat looking car, eh? Good luck.
Thank you very much.
.303 miles an hour. That girl did. Just ran out that land speed record. Incredible.
303, 836. That's a fact. When they go through certification, she'll be the third lady in the 3 club.
Wow. Cool.
Thank you. You bet.
Cool.
She did great.
My name's Bill Liebeyer. I'm with Ed Stuck. This is his car. We've been coming out here for 5 years. This year we put a Donovan in it. It's got the iron heads. It's got a stroker crank, 425 cubic inches. Last year we set the record at 241 and change, or 240 and change. Put a little more nitro out. We're going to try and go faster today.
All right. Well, what's the car weigh?
Right at about 36.
3,600, huh?
A lot of ballast in it.
Right. Well, we're going to be showing this show up in Minneapolis. I understand you're from that area, huh?
Yeah, Roosevelt. Nokomis High, or junior high, Roosevelt High School.
Yeah.
Charter member of the Minnesota Street Road Association.
And so you've been having fun for years, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And are you living out in California now, or?
No, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, down
north of
Texas way, huh?
Keller.
Well, good luck here.
Okay, thank you. Good to see you again.
From Edgewater Park, New Jersey. I'm out here for the first time at Bonneville Salt Flats. I'm on a 2002 Suzuki Hayabusa with a 600 horsepower turbocharger. And I set the record at 236 into the 2 club. And I just made a one-way pass at 250 at the first mile marker. And lightning striked and put out the last timing lights, and we ran out of fuel, so we have a lot left in it.
So, what does it feel to go at that speed, especially in the open?
It's a little scary.
A little scary?
Yeah, it's shaky. I go through like looks like snow. I went to the third, between the third and the fourth, it's like snow out there, really.
Wow, hey, congratulations. A heck of a run. We'll be watching for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
The car, which the only information I have. on the long course is a licensed pass. We'll run through 3 mile marker.
And we're out the Bonneville Salt Flats with my good friend Jim Diest. I guess we've been friends about 30 years. Jim makes the best parachute safety equipment out there, and I guess he's a pioneer in it.
Right.
When did you start building parachutes, Jim?
1948.
1948. Well, that's a long time.
When the nylon first came on the market, they cut the nylon and it raveled, and we made a toaster wire that would cut it and heat seal it at the same time.
Yeah, it'd sear it so it would stop rattling.
And then later on I made a hot knife that hot cuts it, and it would do the job for it and keep it from rattling out. And from then on, everything's cut that way.
Well, what about out at Bonneville? How many years you been coming to Bonneville?
Since 1958.
1958.
Came up here with Mickey Thompson. Originally, we put a parachute, the first parachute on about 1955 on a little old, the car was going 104 miles an hour. He was having trouble stopping. And his dad worked at Lockheed, and we go on the I can't remember the name.
The old fighter planes, anyway.
Yeah, the old original fighter planes. His dad said, well, why don't you put a parachute on it? And the kid called up the place, and I was a project engineer at the time, and they gave me the phone call because I knew a little bit about racing. And so anyhow, it worked out that I wound up taking a damaged chute, fixing it up for him, one that was beyond economical repair. And I repaired it at night on my own time, and I gave it to the kid. The first time we put it on, the chute came out and hooked on the push bar. And so I went over and got some cardboard, and I had some tape in my car. We covered up the top of the push bar, and the next run it worked perfect. And from then on, anyhow, the kid wound up running out there a number of times. And one day Mickey Thompson was there, and he came out just, scouting. It was a weekend that he wasn't running at Lions, and Mickey was running Lions drag strip at the time. And he came out and he said, we have to bring this guy to Lions. I want you to bring your car and demonstrate the chute there, because it's something new. They hadn't had it in Lions. So they found me again and brought me out, made me come with them. And I came out there, and Mickey grabbed me, and I spent the rest of the day in his Cadillac. Running up and down the track. Every time there was an accident or a clutch blow up or something like that, we went to see.
Yeah. Well, you've been building parachutes ever since that day, and we come out here, and just about every other car has either got your fire suits on, they got their fire suit, the drivers, or the cars got their parachutes.
And our fire bottles and
seat belts and
the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this guy's a real pioneer. He saved a lot of lives through the years, and I'll tell you what, these racers, they really owe it to my friend Jim Diest.
We've been coming out here every year.
Every year.
Unless it rains.
Yeah, unless it rains. Hey, good luck, Jim. Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Thank you.
Mixture, the current record is held by Danny Thompson at 268.831. Underway on this run, approaching the 1 mile marker. This is a 355-inch Chevrolet in this lake strip. Through the 1 mile.
420 on the short course. 202, 382, quarter mile, 198, 817 in a mile.
1:55. He actually qualified again yesterday on that record, but had some problems with the truck this morning and could not back it up. Make a run someday. It sounds pretty healthy too. I don't know how he can see where he's going when he's lost in all that smoke from the race truck. And he is underway. 272 is the record he's after now, trying to exceed that for a qualifying run. Interesting to see the black smoke and the white salt spray combined. Contrast out there is fantastic. And through the
2 mile, 480. Quarter mile speed, 197.777. First mile, 211.597. Middle mile, 241.167.
Stop right there.
Yes, go ahead.
You move up, you're blocking the track.
Quarter mile speed, 208.483. First mile, 220.549. Middle mile, 246.215.
Ogden, Utah. Moving over to the lawn course. 4710. California in the salt toy, running in the unlimited modified diesel truck category. This is a 284 cubic inch Detroit diesel in a 1986 Toyota truck. Jim Dunn, Gary Dunn, Dennis Dunn, and Steve Collar are the drivers. I know Steve drove it over here on the short course. He may still be in the truck. They qualified to run the long course, so now they'll see what they can do with this truck.
No problem. Car 800 on the way.
Long course is the Bad Attitude. Ron Phelps and Hart. Marada, California. Sponsored by Union 76. It's a 1966 Chrysler Hemi 426 model. Running in a 53 Studebaker Champion. The Classic gas altered. Steve Batcher set the mark in this class. Well, Dick Griffin was driving. Steve Batcher Monza back in 1991 at 237.833.
what? We got Louie Center together and Jim Diest. All right, guys. I know you're both, well, let's say young timers, old timers. I don't know, but you've been out here for a long time.
We go back to 1946 when I started business, making all the equipment for the guys who run the lakes. In fact, I built the original timing stand for SCTA down at my shop in Jefferson Boulevard. And
you ran a Studebaker up here, too?
Yeah, I ran a Studebaker back in 1950 and ran 247 with a Studebaker.
Back in 1950, 200?
Yeah, 247 mile an hour with a Studebaker.
And your rear end came out, right?
That's right. I mean, if it wasn't for the rear end braking, we had a Halbrand rear end split over. We'd have had a return run of way above that. But the rear end broke.
So you're making lots of horsepower way back
then? Yeah, with a single unit, and Kegel drove it.
How hard were you cheating when you run it?
Well, we ran about 75% nitro.
Wait, no, he wasn't cheating.
Oh, you couldn't squeeze any more in it. We couldn't squeeze. We got all
How
night.
fast did you go?
Huh?
How fast did you
I
go?
drove it once, but I didn't make a run. I ran a 200 mile an hour run, but I didn't
come
back. So I never got in the club. But my car got in the club, and I always said that the 200 mile an hour club should put the car owners in the club too.
Oh, I agree.
I agree. Now here I got my car runs over 200 many times, but I'm down in the club. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I don't think that's right either.
And that's right. That's the way it should be.
Louie made pistons and wheels. He was one of the first wheel manufacturers.
Yeah, I made called the Anson Sprint wheel. It was the most famous wheel for 17 years, and a lot of these guys up there still running, wheel. I made the first forged steel rod, and I made the forged pistons, and Nick Harris Pistons today is my own company.
Oh, yes.
And then Miller Rods was also my old company. So I had a lot of different companies out here that done it. In fact, prior to that, before the war, I used to had a machine shop home. I used to do a lot of machining for all the guys who used to come up and run. We used to go what we call street drag racing.
Yes.
And I originally owned the first drag strip, Saugus drag strip. That was mine. I owned it.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Saugus drag strip was mine. In fact, the Greer Black and Perdome car was also my car at one time.
Gee, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that was my car at one time. And me and Ed Pink, we used to run up here all the time, Ed Pink and me, and we were a team for about 10 years, Ed Pink and me. And he was a really good guy. He very precise, did a lot of good work. So we had a lot of fun racing. So I can't knock it. If I had to do it all over, I'd do it all over again.
I'll tell you what, between Jim and you, there's about 100 years of salt flats experience out here, even more than that.
Yeah, I've been in business for 50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're a big part of this drag racing and the salt flats racing, and you've given a lot out here to as far as safety and even wheels, and it's incredible what you two have done.
Well, I think Jim and myself has really enjoyed the business.
Yeah.
It's part of our life, let's put it that way. And we meet a lot of good friends. We got any place we go in the world, we got good friends.
Yeah, you can bet that. Yeah, the camaraderie out here is just unbelievable. Everybody is so friendly out here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, good luck, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.